So let's look at week 2, activity 2, which is a group activity. And so I can kind of just walk you through how to use groups, or at least how I'm using groups on Blackboard. So I have the instructions here. You're going to be looking at The Most Fantastic Monsters from Art and Literature, the Borea Sachs article. And let me pull that. Oh, I thought I had it pulled up here. Let's see. There we go. So I've got a lot of the terms highlighted in this article. In fact, I have a couple of links as well if you're interested more about the Garden of Earthly Delights or about Dante's Inferno. You can go to those Wikipedia articles and kind of look at what they're all about, but that's not required for you. But there are a lot of words, articulate, unambiguous, diffuse, icon, artifice, that I think will hinder you from understanding the article. And what I find that students will often do is sort of not take the time to look up words that they don't know, or phrases that they don't know in an article. And then when they go to cite from it, it's very clear that they didn't understand what they were reading. So we want to work a little bit on that, and we're going to do so as a group. So I've highlighted all these words in red, and I also put a list together at the end for you. There's almost 30 words there for you to define. All right. So read through the article. And then let's go back to those instructions. I've got it in student view here, so everything I do should look very similar to what you have on your end. So I've put you all in groups, and you're going to divide up these terms among your group members and define them in your own words. I don't need it copied directly from the dictionary. That doesn't help any. That doesn't help you understand the words any better, and doesn't give me any indicator of whether or not you understand the terms. And I'm asking you to define them in the context of art and literature. In other words, what does the word artifice mean in terms of this article? What does the word icon mean in terms of that article, right? Because icon can have several different meanings. What makes most sense for that article? So you've done these kind of things before in the past. So what you're doing as part of a group is you should have two things to see on yours, either the group tab here, or you'll see something that says My Groups, and you're currently in week 2 groups. So I'm in week 2 group 1, you might be in week 2 group 4, group 8, whatever, right? So here is my particular group, and I'm going to click on it to see what that's all about. And I guess yours does look very different from mine. So let's say I want to send an email to my partners. So we've decided, we've decided to divide up the words amongst ourselves. There's 3 of us in this particular group, so we're each going to look up, 8 words or 9 words, and one person's going to look up an extra one. However, we decide to look them up. And we're going to email back and forth to each other as we work on our words. That's what we decided to do. One person will eventually have to take all those definitions, put them in, just copy and paste them into one document and submit it for the group. But when you email each other, then I don't know what you're doing. So that's going to be the second part. So the first part is to get your groups emails, and you can see all the people. You can see I'm part of this group right here, along with Tyrell, Jujin, and Alyssa. So we're all in a group together, and I can email everybody in the group, or I can just select one person, right? Maybe I just want to select Alyssa, and I can email her, or I can select everybody and email everybody, right? So that's one way we can work together. Another way we can work is to go to the group discussion board. And I've already got a forum here set up for you. And I can create a thread that says having problems. All right. So I can type in blah, 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 whatever I'm asking, and I can post this. So this works just like the regular discussion board, but only your group has access to it. So you can either contact each other through the email function, or you can contact each other through the group discussion board function right here. It doesn't matter to me what you decide to do, but at some point somebody needs to put in here final draft, and then you can attach your file here. I'd prefer you to attach it than pasting it in the box. It's a lot easier for me to read if it's uploaded as a file, just like you're doing with everything else in the semester. All right. So then I can submit the final draft, and when I go into grade, I can see which one is your final. All right. No matter how you decide to contact each other, I need to see you posting your individual work to the forum itself. So let's say I sent out 4 emails to everybody over the course of this activity. I can go ahead and post those emails to the forum as well. That way I, as the instructor, can see who's doing what. So I don't have to rely on Alyssa emailing me and saying, hey, Ms. Bastian, Tyrell's not doing anything, or Jujin's not doing anything, right? I don't have to do that whole he said, she said nonsense. I can see from the forum myself who's doing work. Does that make sense? So however you decide to contact each other, if you want to work as a single group wiki where everybody puts their stuff on the wiki, if you want to create a blog to do this, it doesn't matter to me as long as the final version appears on the discussion board page here and you all upload your individual work so that I can see who's doing what. All right, we'll be using the group function for larger assignment later on in the semester, but I wanted to let you guys try it with a smaller activity so that you can ask questions and figure out how to make it work before it's a real important deadline. And I think that's everything I've asked you to do. Let's see, go back to the coursework. I just want to make sure there's no more that I needed to tell you about this activity. I think that was it. Define, post, copy. Yes. All right, that's everything.